What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 49 of If I Had a Hammer. If you're still enjoying the series, please go and hit that like button. Now, today, as I said in the last episode, we are going to be going through the first round knockout stage versus Stuttgart in the Europa League, but of course, before we get to that, we must go over how we've been faring in the last month's plus worth of matches in the league, in the cups. Let's see how we've been doing. And since our last live con where we pulled 4 points between Tottenham and Everton, we had gone on a continuous undefeated run, which included a semi-final victory versus Arsenal. Can you believe it? 2-1 in the first leg at home. Sebastian Driussi getting both goals here, with Alexis Sanchez getting one for the Gunners side. And then on the other side, going to the Emirates, we came away with a 2-2 draw, which was just enough to see us through to the Capital One Cup final. Mesut Ozil against his former club at the Emirates, scoring goals for fun, getting the two for us, Sanchez and Vlasic, the other side for the Gunners. But like I said, the 4-3 on aggregate, seeing us through to the Capital One Cup final, where unfortunately we have the privilege, I guess, of facing Manchester City, so you know that's going to be a tough match. In the fourth round of the FA Cup, we came away victorious versus Wolves, 2-1 final score, Łukasz Teodorczyk getting both goals on the day. But the funny part about that is we get to have a rematch in a cup versus Arsenal, as we drew against them in the fifth round, so I bet you they're going to look for some revenge. Now, in the league itself, we only played 3 matches, and we only won 1 out of those 3, but we did come away with 2 stellar draws versus teams sitting above us, as evidenced right here, a 1-1 draw versus Liverpool, both goals coming on penalties. How rare do you see that? Mesut Ozil, the goal scorer on our side, Andre Silva for Liverpool. As I said, a nice solid point here. Then following that up in the league, a nice 2-0 victory versus Aston Villa, as they're sitting near the bottom of the table. Lucas and Sebastian Driussi come away with goals on our side on the day to give us the 3 points. And then finally, the league leaders at this point in time in Chelsea, we go into the bridge and we come away with a point. 2-2 draw here, as Łukasz and Jack Grealish getting the goals for us, actually getting us off on the right foot, a 2-0 victory, or actually a 2-0 halftime lead, before the defense just completely bottled it, with Martin Odegaard and Baldi Keita equalizing for the Chelsea side. But it is what it is. It was a point, and all I wanted was a point from the Chelsea match. Since we were away, they were the better side, so all in all, that was a good result. 8 matches unbeaten in all competitions, I think 4 matches unbeaten in the league, has pushed us up into 5th place. 43 points through 24 matches. We are still 12 off the pace of Chelsea, so there's still a lot of work to be done if we want to even make a sniff into the top 4. Hell, maybe even try and push into top 3. Who knows? We're not winning the league this year. I've come to terms with that because Chelsea are such a good club. But at least we can try and make it into Champions League football next season. I don't want Europa League. I want to try to get Champions League. But we're not focusing on the league today. We're focusing on the Europa League, a European competition against Stuttgart, a team that knocked us out last time in the Europa League group stage. So let's try and go and exact revenge against the German side. And we're going to try and have to do this without the services of Mesut Ozil. He is out with a hip injury and has been out for a few weeks already. He's still 6 to 8 weeks away from being fully fit. But yeah, we're not going to have him for this round of the competition. Will we see him in future rounds? I don't know. We'll just have to see if we can get past Stuttgart here. Now, Stuttgart are also going to come out a 4-3-1-2. They're going to play predominantly down the middle, and that's what I've been doing for the majority of the season, with the 4-2-3-1, getting everybody condensed and pushing everyone forward. Well, this is what the lineup is going to be like. We're going to have Dragowski in net, Chambers, Lindelof, Lucas, and Luke Shaw along the back line. Our 2 center mids will be Thiago Maia and Yuri Tielemans. Yes, Thiago Maia, who is predominantly a defensive mid. I'm actually going to give him a run out in center mid to see if we can, try and transition him from playing a little further back to a little further up. Hopefully he does well. Our 3 attacking mids will be Driussi, Grealish, and Van den Broek, who surprisingly stays with the club, even after I did offer him out to clubs with the release clause of $46 million. No one bid on it. He is a little angry at me because I didn't sell him out to anybody, but I have a release clause for a reason. Anyway, Łukasz Teodorczyk sitting up front, as Giannis Delani is ineligible because this is a Europa League match. I did not register him for the Europa League. Oops on my part, but it is what it is. This is the lineup we're going with. It's the first leg versus Stuttgart at Stuttgart. Can we come away with a couple of away goals to come back home and possibly get the win on aggregate? We can only find out one way. Let's kick off and see what happens. Now already first minute in, and Stuttgart are looking very well the good side as they're coming through into the box, taking a shot, blocked away. 12 minutes gone, and unfortunately a very heavy touch from Van den Broek leads to a steal by Stuttgart, and here they come on the break. Kim Sun-ju out on the wings. I need to start closing down the wing backs as they can put in a decent cross. Arturdas Milik out to Zimmer. Zimmer, he can take a shot. He does, but Dargovsky is right there with an easy save. We need to do something. I think we need to start playing out wide. Maybe I should go the 4-2-3-1 wide, because if they're going to be playing down the middle, we need to force them out wide, since apparently going out wide is not their specialty. They want to try and plow through the middle. Even with a change-up, the cross is coming in, and Stuttgart are still on the attack, getting it out, getting it back inside. Good clearance away. Stuttgart looking very well, very comfortable with the ball. Us, not so much. We don't like to have the ball. Milik takes a shot. Wukas gets it out to Grealish, who can put in a decent cross, actually playing him out on the wing side. Oh, the ball comes in. Driussi can't get the rebound as Zimmer clears it away. A real chance, but it goes begging. Halftime, and we are being furiously outplayed. We are very lucky that it's 0-0 at this point, but I feel that Stuttgart are going to break through our back line any minute now. Just need to hold off. Just hold on to the 0-0. If we can take it back home like this, hell, if we can even steal an away goal, I would be absolutely ecstatic. But as it stands right now, it's very nervy times. Long ball over the top. Grealish finds Teodorczyk. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He's going to take a shot. Really should have held it up. Ferrati to Milik to Doling. This is some great passing. They have a couple of good wonder kids on their team in Doling and Gülenbeck. Really need to neutralize those two if we want to get anything out of this match. Like I said, if we want to come away with the 0-0 draw. We get the ball back, though. Dimitri Payet on it. Out on the right side because Jack Grealish unfortunately twisted his knee. And it's a nice long ball up to Teodorczyk. He would be better suited to pass it off. He cannot take a shot from out there. Does. Gets it to Driussi. Back out to Payet. To Teodorczyk. Takes a shot. It's a decent shot. But it goes out for a corner. Some real shocking passing between the teams. But as it stands, Stuttgart now coming on the attack. Kim Sun-ju inside the box. Cleared away. 4 minutes on the clock now. And we have the ball in the attacking zone, but Teodorczyk really needed to pass that off. He couldn't do it all himself, and now Stuttgart are hitting us on a counter, but Doling's shot goes well wide. And there it is, full time, 0-0. We escape the Stuttgart arena with a 0-0 draw. This is what I said at halftime, with how much that Stuttgart were just battering us and taking the shots and getting into our zone while we couldn't do anything. I would have taken a 0-0 draw. So here we go, back to the Olympic Stadium in the second leg, where pretty much we need to prevent Stuttgart from scoring if we want to get anything, because yeah, the away goals rule and whatnot. So second match, second leg against Stuttgart, back at the Olympic Stadium. Let's get right into that. All right now, and we're back for the second leg of this, the first knockout round of the Europa League. We're home at the Olympic Stadium, West Ham versus Stuttgart. Here is going to be our lineup. Couple of changes, and unfortunately, a couple of non-additions, as Rui Pedro, back from his injury, but unfortunately ineligible, because I forgot, once again, to sign him up to get into the Europa League squad. Oops. But anyway, this is what we're going with on this day. Dargovsky once again in net. Actually, Mickey Vanderhart is going to start in net for the day, with Callum Chambers, Rocco, Lucas, and Luke Shaw along the back line. Lucas Romero and Yuri Tielemans will be that center mid pairing. Van den Broek, Grealish, and Driussi will be the three attacking mids, and Lucas Teodorczyk, the only striker I have for the Europa League. Hopefully, he actually comes away with a goal on this day. So let's kick off, see what happens, and hopefully see ourselves through to the second round. Just 90 seconds into this match, a ball over the top from Grealish to Teodorczyk, gets a pass into Van den Broek and just misses the outside of the post. At least in this first 4 minutes, we are showing we have the attacking touch, and hopefully it can lead to a goal. Chambers into Tielemans. He could do it all himself. He does, and there it is. We finally cracked the deadlock after 94 minutes of football. Yuri Tielemans gets the hammers on the board first. Come on, boys. It was some decent passing movement to switch the pitch from Chambers out to Tielemans, skins his defender, and beats the keeper on his near post. It's 1-0 to West Ham. Can we keep this up? But on the other end of the pitch, right away, you had Stuttgart coming forward on an attacking movement, but the clearance away, and now a break. Teodorczyk gets it up, switches the pitch to Driussi this time, if he can find one more pass, but instead takes a shot. Callum Chambers, deep throw in to Lucas. Łukasz Teodorczyk taking it to the byline, gets it inside. He's not a crosser. He is a straight-up striker. He's not in that best position out there, but Jack Grealish hitting the post. It has been mostly West Ham on this day, save for a couple of Stuttgart attacks, but we really need to close them down. Like I said, a 1-0 lead is shaky, as if they score a goal, then they have the advantage because they just scored an away goal. Philip Doling gets the goal for Stuttgart, equalizes the match, but it's not really equal. The advantage, as they have the away goal. There was some great passing on the back line. Don't know what was going on there. I have people marking Doling. I have him told to mark him. Ball coming inside now. Luke Shaw putting in a decent cross to Van den Broek. Hits the woodwork again. It's the second time, or was it the third time that we've hit the post and we could have had a goal? We have played extremely aggressive here, and we've had 12 shots, with 5 of them being on targets, but only 1 goal to show for it. And wouldn't you know it, Stuttgart, with their only shot of the day, just happens to be the goal that is seeing them with the advantage right now. It's 1-1 at the half. Advantage Stuttgart. We need to grab ourselves a second goal if we want to advance to the round of 16. And Lucas looking the worst for wear, 61% out there. He's going to be subbed off for Victor Lindelof. And as you can see, Yuri Tielemans also picking up a late yellow card. Don't really need to sub him out right now. He's doing fine, especially since he scored that goal. But we need to do something to get a second out there. 90 seconds into this half, it's a nice long ball over the top to Lucas, but he's got no support. He really didn't have any support and had to, unfortunately, make a really risky pass. Ball out to Lucas Romero. We were trying to play it through the center when really we need to be using our wing play. Driussi needs to hold on to that ball. I don't understand with what this team is doing. Once again, another ball over the top to Łukasz Teodorczyk, but Teodorczyk has no help. Has to go back out to Shaw. Just get a bunch of claret shirts in the box. I'm sure you'll be able to get a headed goal in somehow. Driussi. Oh, it was almost an own goal. Oh, their defender hit it in, but Karius with a save, and it goes for a corner. Throw in now, Chambers out to Grealish. Grealish getting to the top of the box. Lucas Romero takes a shot, but Karius with a reflex save. 20 minutes from time now. They really putting on the pressure. We need to get a goal. It's another header inside, but Karius with another good save. 5 minutes plus whatever stoppage time left in this match. Stuttgart with the ball, looking like they want another attack. They want to get another goal to seal this match, put it away. But defensively, we are starting to close them down a little better. It doesn't really take away from the fact that they're in our attacking half, and we can't attack if they're in our zone. God, there it is. There it is. It's the capper. Ferrati. But he's offside. Okay. So we still have 5 minutes. We still have 5 minutes to come away with our second goal. And as I say that, we completely waste our 5 minutes, and the match ends 1-1. Advantage Stuttgart. We're knocked out of the Europa League. 19 shots, 7 on target, 1 goal. It was a nice goal through Yuri Tielemans. However, should have had more. Should have had a lot more. It's unfortunate and honestly undeserving that we're out of the Europa League with how we played. But, you know, it is what it is. Gives us more focus on the league itself to try and get Champions League for next season. So let's take a look at when we'll be coming back in our next episode. So taking a look at the schedule for the rest of the season, you'll say, Brian, well, you should obviously come back for the Capital One Cup final versus Manchester City, and for that, I say nay, because not only do we have Manchester City in the Cup, but we also have the City in the league right after that, and to be quite honest with you, those are not very winnable matches. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be good viewing. So I look further down the table, Brentford, Southampton, Newcastle, all pretty winnable right there, and then you come to Manchester United. I think Manchester United would be a good task, a good test for this team late in the season to see if we can push into Champions League placement. And alongside with that, we'll also play some Newcastle United in there as well. So next episode, the second to last episode for this season, it'll be Newcastle and Manchester United away. So until that time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, go and smash that like button. It lets me know that you're still interested in the series. And of course, subscribe if you're new. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else at all, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.